Hello, everybody. I'm so excited, guys. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you a product from Goose Duck. This is their Martin Luther King Jr. activity book for kids, hands-on learning for grades K-2. I wanted to go ahead and give you this, guys, because it's something that you can use all year round. It's not just for Black History Month or for June. We have a lot of other holidays. I'm very, very serious when I say that you should be studying different cultures year round. So today, we're going to talk about it. Guys, so the first thing I want to say is shout out to Goose Duck for sending me this product. I am so excited. I appreciate it. Next things next, don't forget to go to www.tanishakemp.com. See what I'm talking about, see what I'm blogging about. If you want to learn more about that, if you want to have more intimate discussions, or if you want to join in on the random giveaways, you need to go to the support group. Guys, what are you waiting for? Join that support group and see what we are chatting about in there. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so when you first go in, they have a wonderful parents guide. I love that it has the color in it with very detailed instructions on how to use this and understanding that African-American history is history for everybody. I encourage and implore you. I have several videos, and I'll link them in the description area below, as well as in the blog post that coordinates with this video. But they have, it's important for you to learn about cultures all year round. They also have various videos as well for this. So the way that this book is structured is the lessons are in the front of the book, and so they're really organized. It has what the lesson is, it has the worksheet and what it's used, what the materials that you'll need, what it's going to explain, and details about how to teach it right there. And it has all of those in the front, and then all the worksheets that it is discussing and mentioning that it has, those are going to be located in the back of your book. So this first part up here, this is going to be your worksheets. This back part is going to have the worksheets that you need to complete the activities. The first thing that I will say is that I really liked the layout of the lessons. The kids enjoyed it. I appreciated that they gave detailed instructions on how to complete the activities. I'm talking about, very specific, because people sometimes ask questions like they don't know. But this lays it out for you. And I also love the fact that it has the videos to go with it, to give you further information and to encourage you along whenever you decide to do the study throughout the year. It's going over things basic in social studies class. So goods and services, community, those are things that you're going to learn in K-2 for your social studies class. Okay, so that's what this is covering, but it's doing it with Martin Luther King. The only thing that I would honestly say that I would have done a little bit different is labeling the worksheets in the back. Yes, they do go in order, but again, if you're kind of just flipping through this book, you don't really know. So the backs of the worksheets are completely blank. So even putting the word here, like this is the community helper worksheet. This is the, fire safety worksheet, or whatever it is. Does that make sense? So instead of having this blank piece of paper here, put the name of the worksheet or the lesson that it coincides with on the back. I think that would be awesome, very helpful. Another thing that I thought would have been very helpful that could be updated with this and make it flow a little bit better is numbering the actual lessons, because they all look exactly the same. And so, for example, this page here, you see how it says Martin Luther King here, Martin Luther King there. They're the exact format. The only thing that's different is the activity, the objective. That's what's going to be different in the materials and stuff like that. But if you would either number the lessons or maybe do the colors a little bit different, because obviously if this is a Martin Luther King Jr. book, we know these are all Martin Luther King Jr. lessons. But giving it a little bit of a different look, that will be helpful. But other than that, though, other than those two things, I think that this was very well written and very well organized. There was a couple of lessons that went over multiple pages, which is fine. That's not anything that's going to, affect how you do it, but you have to be mindful of how when you're reading it, pay attention. And then I also noticed that a couple of them were missing instructions. So for example, the social emotional learning one about self-awareness, it stops on number 5 on the first page, but then when you go to the second page, it's missing number 6, and part of number 7 is cut off. So just being mindful of those things. Since that has happened in the printed book, what I would suggest is that they send a supplement out and say, hey, this is some of the errors that we noticed, which happens. I review books all the time. I review product all the time, and they will immediately say, hey, this messed up. We're sending this. I just bought some Bible tabs that I'm going to be reviewing here soon. These were printed wrong. We've already printed so many, so we're sending this extras of this, and this because this was printed wrong. That's what you can do to acknowledge your mistakes. And it takes somebody to come through and say, this is what's going on for you to notice that. So that's okay. But I thought it was fun. The cool kids enjoyed it. This is good because it's reproducible. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how you're going to use it. It was hard to Xerox because it's not perforated pages and it's binded very well. So the quality of the book is not a bad thing, but when you're trying to Xerox to make copies or get what you need, or maybe remove the page to use or something like that, that's going to be an issue. Especially when you have pages like this where you need to cut stuff out. It's hard to do. Like I'm having to bend this book back to make a copy of this would be hard. So perforated pages would be easier. Or just sending this in a packet form and not having it in an actual book form, maybe making it a spiral book. Does that make sense? To make it easier to move and maneuver so that way you can get and access what you need. But that's it. I love that it includes social study stuff, paired with games, a little bit of math, and some arts and crafts. That's what you're gonna want when you're doing a unit study anyway. That's what I like in these two nice little unit study books. You're gonna want that anyway. So I think that they did a good job of that. So that's all I have for you guys for this review. Again, if you want to see some more information, if you want to contact the company directly, if you want to see how you can buy it, please go check them out. Goose Goose Duck. Go down to the pinned comment below for a link to that blog post, or go down to the description area to find the information, or again, the link to the blog post that coordinates with this video. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have you tried anything by them before? Tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts. Share that information with me in the comments section below. All right. And don't forget, whatever you do, even in unit studies, make sure that you live holy, that you love graciously, and that you laugh often. Bye.